The Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, has accused the Prime Minister of snubbing the lobby group by not appointing any of its members to the High-Level Commission on Education Transformation. The 14-member commission was announced on Wednesday by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and is to be chaired by Professor Orlando Pattison. The commission should do a comprehensive review and assessment of Jamaica's education system, including its structure and operations. JTA President Owen Speed gave his reaction.
The membership of the Jamaica Teachers Association is of the view that Prime Minister, the Honorable Andrew Holness, has unfortunately missed the boat in not asking for a nominee from our association with the reservoir of knowledge, skills and talent to sit on the newly formed Education Transformation Commission. We are at that juncture where the priceless viewpoints and involvement of our educational practitioners must be allowed in the equation, since we will be tasked with the final burden of implementation. We therefore call on the Honorable Prime Minister of Jamaica to move with utmost speed to correct this particular deficit and allow good sense to prevail.
And the opposition spokesman on education, Peter Bunting, has added his voice to the debate. More from Dwayne Anderson.
Speaking in Northwest Clarendon Friday evening, the PNP spokesperson on education, Peter Bunting, questioned the makeup of the just announced Education Transformation Commission. Mr. Bunting attended the official launch of the high-powered commission earlier this week.
Prime Minister announced, and give him his due, he's good on PR. So he had a big launch of a high-level Education Transformation Commission. But it turns out that we are now hearing the criticisms that there are no students represented, no student organizations represented. The JTA is not represented. And you keep hearing the complaints about how you can set up this commission around education, and so many key stakeholders are not at the table.
Now looking ahead to the planned reopening of schools in September, Mr. Bunting expressed fear that thousands of students could again be playing catch-up.
Between the minister and the bulletins that are being sent out, we discern that the process is going to be phased and blended. It sounds like some kind of cooking instructions. But by phase, they mean not all grades are going to start back in early September. Some won't start until the end of the month, which means another month of lost learning for our children.
The challenges, he said, have brought new opportunities, but the country must take advantage.
It should accelerate the adoption of technology in the teaching and learning process. And issuing tablets to teachers and students is a start, but really, a very small part of what needs to be done. Probably much more important for teachers would be laptops, where they have the bigger screens to work on, where they have the keyboards that have much more memory and processing power to do real work. A tablet is a secondary instrument, particularly for somebody like a teacher.
Putting more technological gadgets in the hands of teachers and students must then be followed by getting faster and more reliable internet access to them. This could be one of the jobs of an education task force. Mr. Bunting said this broad-based task force could help mitigate the long-term impact of COVID-19.
That could focus on planning for what school reopening in September would look like, and could focus on additional measures and identify additional resources to compensate those students for what they had lost.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.